And we are live, and I'm off center here. Hey, how's it going, Matt? I gotta get you on. Sorry, I thought this was gonna look better. Okay, so there you are. Yes, yeah. Maybe I'll turn that snow off. That's a little much, isn't it? There we go. Look at this. We're making it work. Okay, roughly. All right, good to see you. So we are back for the 12 games of Christmas. We've got one down, so we got 11 left. And it's T minus 1 week until Christmas, so no problem. No pressure, no pressure. Yes, yes. Oh, and I just turned your audio on. God damn. Hi, Matt. How's it going? We're live. There we go. Now we're working. So the cameras and audio, everything is there. And no snow. That was slowing down the video, I think. All right. Well, should we get started? Find out what our second game is?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a D10 handy?
Do.
All right. Well, get ready for some real randomness. You have no idea what you're going to see.
Oh, one.
One. Oh, wow. Okay. So I got to figure out which end I'm counting from. I will be right back.
I look like 8-bit Matt in this one.
All right. A lot of that. So let's switch to the desktop and see what we have. Hey. So this wrapping is going to look a little familiar. It'll be that way every time. So just a reminder, number 1 was our Monsterary of Zimrala. That was fun, and a lot of fun extras with that. So take a look at that video if you're interested. And our game number 2 of the season in no particular order, all random and stuff. You ready, Matt? Let's see. Oh, I got this. There we go. Oh, what could it be? What could it be? Oh, it looks like our first licensed IP. Oh, no. Yes. All right. Nightfall Games. Hello. So this is the quick start we're looking at with the craziest artwork. So Nightfall Games, these are the guys that do Slay Industries. And so I think that's kind of appropriate. That's kind of a extreme 90s vibe to it. So that makes sense. They would do something for the Terminator. So this is their Terminator. Oh, I didn't even check if I have a knife. Their Terminator RPG.
So these are not the guys that are doing all those other action movie 5e games.
Right. No, yeah. These are a different. Let me get some info on these guys to refresh. Yes, their big game is, and they've been working on for the longest time, is SLA, Slay Industries. Mm-hmm. And where are these guys based? From their names, they sound British. Yeah, UK. Based in the UK, founded by Dave Alsop and Bolan Jared Earl in '93. Yeah, so these guys have in Glasgow, Scotland. So these guys have a 90s pedigree, and you can kind of tell by the stuff that they choose. So this looked fun. It was D10. It's D10 based. And we'll just do a quick flip. This is their quick start that I believe during the Kickstarter campaign was available. And the interesting thing about this, they have, since this came out, they have done a Terminator 2. There's a T2 RPG that follows this up. So I don't know if it was a license or if they specifically, like if the license restricted them or if they specifically decided to divide the the games up between the two films, but this game only covers the first film and I think Dark Horse comics, the Terminator comics that were released based on that, maybe before T2 came out, so like late 80s. So yeah, so this is so they give you a printed version of I think what was available online to get you started, but then we have a big Game Master screen, and this is just of course they did a deluxe version, but this is just the regular cover for their core book. Let's take a look. And they also had a ton of course, special dice and things like, metallic, like aluminum milled dice and stuff, or that look like a
Terminator.
Have that Terminator look. All right. So yeah, not a huge tome, but the back basically gives you the setup for Terminator. The machines rose from the ashes of the nuclear fire. Their war to exterminate mankind had raged for decades, but the final battle would not be fought in the future. It would be fought in our present tonight. Nice. So yeah, officially licensed. Oh, and they're using the S5S system. So we'll take a look at what that is. And so this looked, it even has a logo. Look at that. The S5S system has its own logo. Yeah, it actually did end papers. Look at that. Oh, nice. Oh, that's right. The big thing that was compelling for me to pick this up was Andrew E.C. Gasca is the lead writer. So he did a really good job with Alien, the Alien RPG.
You worked on Alien, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had a lot of hope for the kind of the tone. He really took a franchise, that Alien franchise that's such a mess, and he made, really interesting cinematic adventures out of that. Yeah, it's got some nice texture going on. Yeah, so this is 2022. I think they were pretty timely because they've had another campaign since. They were pretty timely fulfilling this. So they give you their fractured timeline, the campaign against the machines, character creation, rules and mechanics, the machines, Ghost in the Machines, time displacement. Ooh, that'll be fun. Marked for termination, and then campaigns and missions. So somebody was reviewing one of these licensed IP games. I think it was Walking Dead, and they made a really good point. We've come a long way. I mean, this is wonderful to see, even though it's based on imagery from the film. Actual artwork that's not just screen captures from video. Remember the 80s and 90s? That's all it was, and even the D6 Star Wars stuff, the West End Games had a lot of that stuff. They would use just a lot of pictures. The Phone Book Killer, The Prophecies of John Connor. Yeah. Yeah. So, a fractured timeline. Yeah, this is another IP that has to be hard to write for, because each movie kept retconning and kept, oh no, this is actually the third movie. No, this is actually the movie that comes after T2.
It's also hard when it's a property where there's clearly characters that the important part of the story is already already told. So we're kind of like Lord of the Rings, right? It's kind of like, well, we're all just hanging out, trying our best, but we already know who the real heroes are.
Yeah, we take a back seat. Yeah. The comics did an interesting job of putting together kind of a group of freedom fighters and stuff. And I think from the looks of some of the promotional stuff and kind of how you create characters, it's kind of like that too. Yeah, you're not the main guys, but you're definitely you contribute to the fight. And I'm curious in the story, like how close you get to any of that, how close you get to ordering ice cream from Sarah Connor at a diner. Nice. Yeah, so let's just character creation is roles, stats, hope points, skills, traits, figured stats, and then finishing touches. So not a crazy amount of steps. So and here's our what are they calling them, roles. Engineer, grunt, hacker, and historian. Oh, so they're going to actually have a hacking mechanic. Oh, that's right, because they have. I think they have a deck of cards that corresponds to that. So that may be,
really?
one way to overpower. At least in the T2 campaign, I remember they did a deck of cards to help you with hacking. Medic.
The stats, strength, dex, knowledge.
Yes, looks like
something.
Concentration, maybe. Yeah, concentration, charisma, cool, and fate. Oh, the hacker has no fate, but what he makes. Nice. And they all have, each role has a special ability or resistance ability. So technically minded for the engineer. It gives you spend a point of fate to reroll a technical skill. Oh, okay. So yeah, there's reroll points. Physical training, knock knock. Yes. So that's always a. Have you found any games that do a good job of balancing kind of the cyber world or the net with the real world?
No.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to do. Yeah, because you're kind of taking people out of it. I think what was it, the Sprawl, I think, had at least Chris did a really good job of explaining it. Yeah, they are hacking mechanics there, and you really lushly describe like what you're seeing. So it was like the hacker was like approaching this underwater palace, and these tentacles reached out. Like you're supposed to come up with like really elaborate imagery to make the whole hacking thing not just a numbers game. Not just okay, you beat the strength of this ice, and now you're getting through the firewall, and yeah.
It's also one of the challenges was that if you had I'm thinking of like the old Cyberpunk game. If you had one player who was a net runner, it was almost like, okay, everyone pause. We're gonna let the net runner basically do a dungeon delve.
Right.
Go get your chips and Mountain Dew while we do this or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's no fun.
Yeah, and it doesn't have any effect. I mean, eventually maybe it disables an alarm or something, but it basically has no effect for the rest of the characters. Yeah, so hope points represent the faith that a character has in their own capabilities. Ah, nice. And then skills. Oh, and they match the skills to stats. Yeah, we've seen that.
So you said it was die 10 based?
Yes, the dice that they were. We'll get to the mechanics. Yes, yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, and it looks like you're rolling multiples. And with this, we'll see when we get to the mechanics part. The S5S. I believe it might be similar to what they did with what some of the 3D6 kind of systems do, where you roll one of a different color, and if that is successful, it has some effect. There's a special die, making it that much more difficult to use on a VTT.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, here we go. Rules and mechanics. Yeah, so skill tests, and where are we explaining? Yes, so success. So a success die is the most important die in the dice pool. Yes, so the success die and a number of skill dice. So whatever your skill number is, you're rolling that many dice. And then getting over. Yeah, you're getting over a target number. Here's their ratings for 4 is mundane, 8 is challenging, 15 is insane. Yes, on D10s. I guess we're doing totals. Yeah, I want to get a description though.
Are you adding them? Because...
Yeah, or are you just getting successes? Yeah, great, because 15 would be brutal. But you must have, but if you're adding a stat, maybe, then that would be possible. If you had a really good stat. Yeah, they recommend a different color die for the success die. So it represents the core result for the test being made. So did you pass? Did you fail? And if the die total after modifications is equal to or greater than the target number, then you succeed. If the total is less than, the rules of failure, and a player always rolls just one success die. Yeah, so a D10. I want to know what does S5S stand for? Maybe that's a carryover from Slay. Margin of success. Oh, interesting. Passive skill tests. Yeah, so D10 die pools. Hope. You always got your hope.
So wait, I still don't understand. You're trying to get over the number, but also if you roll the success die.
Yeah, it has an effect. They say, yeah, they were saying it's the main part. You know, it represents kind of the what of the test being made? One more time. The core result for the test being made. Oh, so maybe you are adding to that as well. So, yeah, the skill dice. The remainder of the dice pool are skill dice. Oh, so just based on the result of that single die, if the die after, oh yeah, so that die in modifications is the success. But then the remainder of the dice are skill dice, and they are used to determine the margin of success. Oh, that's why they had this margin of success table. So yeah, basically it's just that one off-color die that is determining whether you are successful or not, and then the other dice show you like the quality of the success.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, so it's die pool-ish, die pool-esque. Oh yeah, and they do extended tasks. Oh yeah, success die, and then skill dice. Okay, so here's an example. So a member of the resistance is trying to rally her team. The director decides, and the GM is called the director, that this requires a leadership test, difficulty 11. So she rolls a leadership. She has a leadership skill of 1 and a charisma stat of 2. So the dice are rolled. So it'll be a +3 stat and skill plus the die roll. So the success die was a 9 total, so that fails. So the result is a failure, which would result in her teammates possibly fleeing. She also has a fate stat of 3 and has not spent any. So she can spend 2 points. Oh, okay. So you spent the 2 points to get you to bring the success die up to 11.
Oh, that's what the fate does.
Yeah.
Just spend it to juice up your roll.
I believe in myself. Interesting. Yeah. So yeah. And it must be something that can recharge. It's a messy success. Interesting. Yeah, I want to see how that actually plays out. Because I'm getting really spoiled so far with like systems that let you push rolls, like the free league games that let you push rolls and things. Because I don't just like rolling. I'm like, nope. And there's nothing I can do, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's nice to have an option.
Right. Yeah, I like that there's always something you can do, but you have to take like, consequences. Like there's, serious effects from it.
Yeah.
Tech noir. Yeah, so it's not liberally illustrated, but there's enough to give you some feel for what they're going for.
Well, yeah, that picture looks like what's his name?
Oh yeah, that was definitely Kyle. Kyle. Yes. Yeah, but it's nice. They don't do stills. Yeah, there we go. We're getting to more vehicle rules.
I am getting a little bit of a second edition AD&D vibe from the colors and the.
Oh,
the chart.
yeah, right. Yes. Yeah, the way they do those tables. Yeah, it works okay, though. I think it's not bad. I think we're going to see some examples of some much worse layout and design. This works. They got the Terminator font going, and it's readable. Like sometimes if you go with a movie title font, it's a huge mistake because it becomes totally unreadable as titles and subtitles or headlines. Yeah. So and they're using this a lot. So somebody built that in Illustrator. Yeah, here's their hacking. Oh, yeah, they do have, they got their little symbol thing. I think they do have cards. Maybe like there was a PDF or something that let you print those. So basically you're kind of, laying out a little path of cards. And they have experience. Nice. Recovering willpower, equipment. Oh, a big old dog. Armor, clothing, and survival. So all the items. Yeah, it seems like it's decently organized. It's not too frustrating. Like, it doesn't seem like, at least for character creation, it's not a lot of crazy flipping around. You don't know until you do it, though, whether, or unless, and then you're running the game, if you can actually navigate the book well. Here's all the stats for weapons.
Does it seem like the idea is that these characters are all folks who are from the future going back in time? Or
I think it might be because it looks like you all look like they have like military positions mostly. Like a lot of your positions seem to be something you would have a military based skill. So yeah, you're probably fighters coming back from the future into the 80s. I think that's what a lot of the comics were. The comics that supported the first movie kind of did that. And that's the funny thing is, really, Terminator is a horror movie. The first Terminator movie was a horror movie. Yeah. So it's interesting. You'd want that to be in there, but I think they might be leaning more towards the action of the comics, and then what we got to know as the second movie and the sequels.
Yeah.
And all the make and model numbers. Yeah,
it really did like the same thing Alien did, right? The first movie was a horror movie, and then after that, it became very much action.
Yes, yeah, and the same kind of formula again and again and again. Ooh, the T-000s, Cyberdyne sweeper units,
hydrofoil. They got boats.
Yeah, right. Yeah. They got all the equipment from the. We didn't even see sea battles. Can you imagine sea battles against robots? Oh man. So T-500s, turrets, infiltrator, endoskeletons. Wow, all the things used against you. Yeah, so I in one of those mystery boxes, I got a ton of I think, what was it? Warlord Games, I think, had an IP where they did a Terminator game. So I've got a bunch of what is it? The base model, the T-600, and then a bunch of the soldiers. Yeah, So yeah, I already have a ton of miniatures that would work perfectly for this game.
Right on.
Nice. Yes, all of the 800s. That's right. Yeah, Arnold was the 800. That's right, because it was a T-1000. It was 2 better. It was 200 better. And then all the technologies on some pre-gen, or I guess NPCs, yeah. Default guys. Oh, he just got through. He's a little steamy. He just made it through. He got out of the shower, then jumped through time.
Future cop.
Oh, yeah, here's the time displacement. So to put it succinctly, the time displacement is a time machine by Skynet. Okay. Oh, yeah, I guess there's there's not like mechanics. You can't be like deformed or come through half-baked.
Just naked, right?
Yeah, just naked. That's all. Oh, there she is. We've got Sarah Jeanette Connor. Look at that. She's an NPC marked for termination.
Oh, yeah?
John Bear Connor. Sergeant Kyle Reese. Oh, yeah. Lieutenant Ed Traxler, LAPD. P.I. Hal Vukovic, I guess. That's right. And Dr. Schuler Connor. Pharaoh Green. Yes, I think these are getting into characters that were added in the expanded universe. Or maybe the original for the thing. And there's everybody's stats at a glance. Nice.
Yeah, the licensed properties, the whole idea of getting stats for, the main characters, that never did anything for me. I never really cared about that,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised, like, when those aren't included in, like, licensed IP games, I'm surprised you see online so many people say, well, how would you stat out Conan? How would you stat out, like, they're so, like, fascinated by that, yeah. Yeah, I found that really hard to run. The quick start for Dune had you like meeting with, Duke Leto Atreides and stuff, and then, Paul existed, and you were kind of the forward team landing on Arrakis first and going to Arrakeen. And I had a really hard time like saying, oh, and there's this son, Paul, and there's something special about him. That felt so weird, to like try.
What could it be?
How do I work this into a conversation? Yeah. So it looks like the adventure is pretty straightforward. They just give you scenes. Yeah, it's just a few pages for each of these scenes for the adventure. Probably just a quick thing to get you started. Look at that satanic looking nightmare.
What is that?
A Terminator with horns, a demonic Terminator. Yeah, so not bad. Yeah, they it's pretty straightforward. Oh yeah, here's some hacking charts, and they even gave us an index. Nice. And there's our character sheet. Yeah, so not insane. Oh, and a QR code, probably for some good digital stuff. Yeah, I still don't understand. I guess skill 5S. Yeah, stat and skill, right? And then 5. Is that the base difficulty? What is the 5? Or maybe that's the most dice you can most D10s you roll. Interesting. Well, yeah, not bad. The production quality is decent. It's not a huge monster, but that means that there's a lot of stuff that's not there. So yeah, definitely a bit of a yeah. So just trying to function with the quick start would be much more difficult. There's a lot more that you needed fleshed out. Let's just take a quick look at the screen and see how they oriented it. I think this is a vertical one. Oh, cool. So it's the same material, not super glossy. It's the same material as the book itself. So that kind of
nice
matte look and some great art. Wow. Let's look at this art first. Ho ho. That inspires some fun stuff. Yeah, I think it's a lot of a lot more of so there doesn't seem to be like big social skills. There is like charisma and things as stats, but it looks like it's really very actiony. They're not going to expect you to try to negotiate with these machines. Oh, yeah, and then the design is similar for the screen.
So S5S, the core system uses up to 6 D10s per player, 1 success and 5 skill dice.
Okay. There it is. The 5 skills. Oh, and with the screen, we got, nice, a booklet of, so the director's pack. Oh, so another some campaign seeds.
Nice.
Cool. Locations. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, I like when they do this. They give you a little something extra than just a screen. And then here we go. Some charts for running your hacker to run through. Nice. And some examples. Yeah, that's nice. And then another character sheet.
I just wonder, how long that takes, because that was a problem with the old like Cyberpunk net running was it took a while.
Right.
And the rest of your players just didn't really have much to do when that was going on.
Yeah, I would hope that they figured out a way to kind of, okay, you're in combat or you're doing what you're doing and you're hacking, and you can just kind of rotate, through the players, and one can be hacking, but other people are doing other stuff. They're not just like standing there, polishing their pistols and reloading.
Right. Brushing their mohawks.
Yes. Yes. All right. So game number 2 of this year was Terminator, the RPG by Nightfall Games. Yeah, it looks like they did an interesting job. I'm curious to try this system. I don't know, just from the look of it, how satisfying it's going to be, but they do have things that you can, mitigate failure. So, because it seems like pretty difficult in some cases since you're rolling a single D10. Anything over an 8 is going to be asking a lot. Well, cool. Yeah, this was kind of just the base pledge, the kind of lowest level pledge on this guy. So just the basics to get going. None of the fancy stuff. I think they had like a faux leather with the silver Terminator face, the the T800 face on it, but we didn't get silly this time. And I did back the T2 game as well, and I think that's also coming. They did that thing that Free League did. They let you order their other books with the shipping included. Basically, like there's no additional shipping if you add anything. So I did add their core book for Slay Industries because I was curious about that. It has an interesting, kind of 90s pedigree. So I was curious to see that. All right. So Nightfall Games Terminator RPG.
Nice.
Do you have that D10 handy?
I do.
All right. Well, let's try the next. Yeah, what's up next?
5.
All right. Let's go count it out. How do I get out of here? Oh, it would help if I took my headphones off. All right. Here we go. So game number 3 for 2023. This looks to be a bit of a palate cleanser. That'll be nice after Terminator. So what have we here?
What are the odds they're all wrapped the same?
Yeah, isn't this weird? It feels very factory-like. There's a zine on top, so that's a good sign, right? The Chaos Crier. And we are looking at the Black Sword Hack.
Oh, okay.
Nice. The Ultimate Chaos Edition.
Nice.
Yes, so a Kickstarter by the Merry Mushmen. And this got a really good word of mouth when they were crowdfunding it. And let's take a quick look.
So is this in the vein of like the white hack and the black hack?
Yes.
Or is this, okay.
Yes. Let's take a look.
So I do love me some old school fantasy game. If this is good, I might have to buy it.
Yes. Or if I run it, then I can supply you with a PDF. All right. Yeah. Yes. So, nice. And it's under, oops. Oh, weird. The website is acting kind of weird. Yeah, it's published under a Creative Commons license. So that's good. So, Kobayashi. Yes, it's Alexandre Kobayashi Jeanette, and the art by Goran Gligovic. Nice. So for those people that hate the new style zine, the A4 zine RPGs, hold on to your hats. All right, let's get the plastic off so it's not so shiny.
I like that cover because it just looks really simple and retro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It looked like all of the design works well in that way. They picked a really good illustrator for this. So I'll try to hold this up a bit. Yeah, so this is the Ultimate Chaos Edition. So old school dark fantasy. A game by Kobayashi. And the Merry Mushmen is the publisher. Yeah, so, nice. Ready with the art. So there is no truth but that of eternal struggle. Oh, Michael Moorcock. So yes, some Elric inspired. And here's the back. So they're saying, before the rings had a lord, fantasy had other heroes, thieves, gladiators, kings. Law and chaos were battling over human souls, and heroes rose and fell. Build a world, watch it burn. Nice. So dark fantasy. So right away, they're letting you know, even from the end papers, they're letting you know.
And they're leaning into that kind of more cocky and cosmology too. That's
right,
cool.
right. Yeah, that's cool. Before for all that Lord of the Rings stuff. Nice. All right. Yeah, so written by Kobayashi. Yep, and art. So it looks like, a small team. Oh, based out of France. Nice. They're probably published by the Merry Mushmen are based in France. A nice forward. Oh, Bill King. Nice.
Who's that artist? Is it?
Oh, the artist was. Let's get back here. Goran Gilgovich, maybe Gilgovich. Yeah.
I don't know that artist, but it's a very familiar looking art style.
Yeah. Nice. So an intro by Bill King from 2022. Doomed princes, cunning vagabonds, and greedy merchants try to prevail in the world torn apart by law and chaos. Oh, there's a very Elric-looking fellow. Nice. So the rules: combat, character creation, equipment, experience, dark pacts, the bestiary, create your world, create your city, Traveler's Tale, adventure, dark seeds, adventure, slayers of the blood god. Nice. And then the Port of the North, Heimdallr. And then appendices. And I believe there's more. So they included as part of the campaign the zine, which I believe has more adventures in it. Yeah, I'm liking the look of it. The layout is really nice. And
the Chaos Prior cover looks like a Call of Cthulhu layout.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it really does. Yeah, nice and retro too. Oh, they've even got the Comics Authority stamp in the corner, or something that looks like it. Nice. So attribute tests. So roll under an attribute, and so what are we? So turns.
Standard 6 or
D20. Yeah, D20 and succeeding at cost. Where are the stats? They're talking about roll of 1 is a success, 20 is a failure, critical failure. Oh, there's advantage and disadvantage as well, group tests, and a threat level. A usage die, so nice, they're doing a kind of abstracted for arrows and things.
I'm just going to call them Banes and Boons from now on.
Right.
Boycott Hasbro, right?
Yes, exactly. Nice. Yeah, so things of limited quantity, you just roll your usage dice, distances, doom.
Oh, do they have the Forbidden Lands, the dice for your consumables?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, so they said the usage die should be seen as a push your luck mechanic. So it can grant you some advantage, but it can also blow up in your face. Yeah, I think that's a really nice way to put it, because it is real swingy and unpredictable. It's like, oh, I have no food now. Mm-hmm. Nice. And a doom die is a usage die. When it is depleted, the characters have brought doom upon themselves.
What?
Oh, so doom, once they decide to go adventuring, the characters bring the attention of law and chaos on themselves. This is represented by doom, by the doom die. Each time a character goes beyond their limit and tempts fate, they must roll the doom die. The forces of law and chaos can and will decide to turn the tide one way or the other. So yeah, it's got a usage mechanic. So in game terms, the doom die is usually rolled when a character takes the same action twice during a combat, uses a gift that it requires, gets a critical failure, and the doom die returns to its maximum after the character has taken a long rest.
Oh, so if you attack twice, you have to roll the doom die?
Yes.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Wow. Nice. Yes, and once the doom die is depleted, the character is considered doomed. All of their attribute tests and damage rolls are made with disadvantage until they take a long rest. Nice.
Oh, okay. Well, Doom's a pretty dramatic title for that, but okay.
Yeah, right. You're doomed. Oh, you had a nap? You're not doomed anymore. Nice. All right. So they're combat.
Blood and Souls. Yeah. Yeah, these are definitely big Elric fans.
Yeah, yeah. It has that feel. Recovery, combat examples, character creation. Yes, it looks like our standard 6. Yeah, strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. All right.
Yeah, there's nudity. Look out.
Uh-oh. Nudity on YouTube. I'll just have to have quick fingers. So character origin. Oh, so barbarian. Oh, yeah. Do they have... Oh, they didn't mark that. Yeah, so your origin is barbarian, civilized, decadent. Oh, and backgrounds.
The barbarian's a crazy picked looking guy.
Yeah, yeah. Barbarian, civilized, decadent. Oh, and so then your kind of your classes or your jobs would be within your background. So if you're a barbarian background, you could be berserker, chieftain, herbalist, hunter, raider, scout, shaman, storyteller, survivor, wildling. Civilized gets you bodyguard, bookworm, diplomat, inventor, legionnaire, sophist, street urchin, surgeon, swordmaster. And then decadent gets you assassin, which is unique. So I guess probably only one. Changeling, forbidden knowledge, pit fighter, snake blood, vicious, warlock. Oh, that's interesting. Background is kind of, yeah, comes before everything. So your hit points, your doom. So doom is, all the characters start with, what is it? A D6? Yeah.
Is that a? Is they using like the letter U?
Yeah. What is that? Yeah, with a U D6.
I saw that earlier too. I don't know
what is that? Yeah. Let's. That must be explained very early on.
You're using it or something.
Oh, used die. Yeah, right. Used D6. Yeah, yeah. I think that's probably what it is. You start as a used die D6. Yeah, I think that's what you're at. And then, so for the used dies, if you roll a yeah, so counting 20 arrows. So as a guide, the average number of uses until the die is depleted. Okay, yeah, so each, U is use die, is as follows. So a use D20 will give you about 30. A use D12 gives you about 20. Yeah, yeah. So you just, if you roll, what is it? However much.
Just trying not to roll a 1?
Yeah, I think, yeah. That must be it, yeah. I don't see the stat. Usage die should be something important. So, okay, when a resource is used, you roll its usage die. A result of 1 or 2 means the die is downgraded. Yeah, and then they give you the dice chain there. Okay. There we go. That's the explanation. Nice. Oh, and then based on your origin, that gives you your starting money as well. And money is just abstracted into coins. And then
nice Scottish dwarf.
Yes. Nice. And then equipment, cost of living, price lists. So if some items are rare or plentiful, depending on where you find yourself.
So how do the coins work now? Is it a use die also? Or?
Yeah, let's see if it is. Yeah, I didn't see any prices. Yeah, maybe it is. But it gives you an actual number, though. The background gave you a number of coins. Okay, so for 2 weapons, roll 2d10s on the table. And then, okay, yeah, so that's just how to acquire. Coins depending on their origin. Yeah, I didn't see any prices, though. Maybe it's just based on rarities. Oh, yeah. So roll how much. Oh, roll to know how much it's going to be. Or roll how much it's going to cost you. Oh, I see. D6 coins. No, so coins aren't usage dice. They're not abstracted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the price is kind of...
Yeah, the price is based on a rarity. You roll, and it tells you how common that is in the area. So that'll give you the price.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We have limited donkeys here. And then experience. Oh, nice. Yeah, so just +1 to an attribute, gain a gift and a hit point. Yeah, so very, very mild improvement. And then gifts. Gifts of balance, gifts of chaos, gifts of law. So Fortress of the Mind, get advantage on your attribute tests when resisting spells. Armor of Scars. When you
So it's really that stripped down knave kind of just attribute roll, but they've added a little bit of talents, it looks like.
Yeah, and some gifts require you, I guess the gifts of chaos may require you to roll your doom die. And everyone has a d6. And then the dark pacts and other vileness. Use responsibly. Your demonic pacts should not be abused. Oh, cool. So you got to find a demon to work with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if they're Elric fans, there's definitely got to be some demons.
Nice. Spirit Alliance, sorcery. Got our spell list here. Nothing insane. Just about 2 pages. That's good. Finding and learning spells. Where is that spell? Oh, nice. You roll a d20 to find out where to find that spell. And then you drag everybody with you. Come on, guys.
I want this spell.
So fairy ties, twisted science, runic weapons, runic properties. So brutal, vicious, patient, cunning, prideful. Their bestiary. Oh, cool. The level just gives you the hit points and damage. Pretty straightforward. For NPCs on the fly.
Oh, hey, that's an evil pig. I'm still sensitive about those.
Oh, that's right. Oh, sorry. Don't look. Yes, it was in a emotional ending to our Wesen. All right.
Desiccated dragon. I'm in.
Yeah, nice. Living statues, Queen of the Dead. She's here. And of course, skeletons. What did you find on the corpse? Nice. And who wants it? Nice. Well, then, rules for creating the world. So the law and chaos in your world, the struggle, the end is nigh. Regional adventure seats. Oh,
is this kind of Morkborgy where there's like a definite like doom for the world thing happening? Or?
Yeah, it says so at the center. Yeah, I think they are just emphasizing the law and chaos struggle. So the center of all is between the forces of law and chaos, thanks to decades of arguments over the nature and relevance of alignment in fantasy games, or simply reading Paul Anderson and Michael Moorcock's books, you know as well as we do that you don't stand for good or evil. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. So a society dominated by law could be characterized as a stable, well-organized one, but the same qualities can make it repressive, stagnant, and rigid. The society dominated by chaos could be seen as dynamic, diverse, and thriving, but also subject to vast inequalities, internal strife, and unhealthy appetites for conquest. Nice. So is your main antagonist tied to the forces of law, or a villain serving chaos? What do law's troops look like? Behold the mighty armies of chaos. Nice, so just balancing your world, between the two, like variations of the two. Then, so then the struggle, regional adventure seeds. Ooh, a lot of those. The East, the West, the Pict. Oh, they already mentioned the Pict and the Iron Horde. The land of the Black Pyramids and the Grey Spire Dominion.
Okay, so we're getting a little Robert E. Howard in here too.
Yeah, I think there's a mix of those. Yeah, didn't Paul Anderson write it? He wrote a Conan novel, didn't he?
Damn it, Jeremy. Why did I have you? Now I want to buy this game.
See, that's what the 12 Games of Christmas is all about.
Yeah. Costing me money.
So what about balance? What about it? So your balance only exists, or true balance only exists in secluded locations far away from the struggle. Oh, I see. So this is like your stronghold. This is where you go to get away, or like where your characters are based. And then the end game. Your campaign may end with the characters having to side with law or chaos. If that's the case, characters will lose all gifts and powers associated with the power they chose to fight. If the characters take different sides, let them duke it out. And if your players choose to let kings or queens or emperors decide the fate of the world, they should still have to deal with the consequences. Yeah, very interesting. So many fantasy settings are stuck in a status quo. Rulers can be killed, but new ones take their places. The world is meant to be saved or at least preserved. This shouldn't be the case in a Black Sword hack campaign. Kingdoms and empires will disappear, and the world itself is not safe. The setting, yeah, nice. The setting at the beginning of at the end of the campaign shouldn't be the same. Whether the characters are agents of that change is for the players to decide. Nice. And then city creation, birth of a city, the people, the power, the places the city is known for. Oh, and they have 20 city names ready to go. And the Traveler's Tales. So these are rules to inspire events when the characters travel on ships as well.
See, this feels like sort of the same sentiment as Morkborg, but the characters matter more than they do in Morkborg. I feel like in Morkborg, the characters don't matter at all.
Right. Yeah, and you're making kind of you're making choices and allying yourself, and there is a dynamic. Yeah. So the first adventure, Dark Seeds and Topless Valkyries, and the other adventure, Slayers of the Blood God.
Topless Valkyries, fond of the pastries.
Yes. Nice. Wow. Yeah, this is, and then here's the city that they've already worked out, and then here's their appendices with. Oh, good. Advice for running the game. Advice from the great old ones. Oh, nice. Yeah, look. Robert E. Howard, Michael Moorcock, Fritz Lieber, Fred Saberhagen, Joe Abercrombie, Paul Anderson. Yeah, some quotes from their opinions.
Nice.
Yeah, very good idea. And then the Black Sword hack for the lone adventurer. So solo tools. Nice. Oh, look at these covers. Oh, that's great. Oh, there's a bibliography too. Nice. And comics, not only fantasy novels, but comics, and then your favorite sword and sorcery book is a plot generator. Oh, nice. Yeah, advice for how to generate plots from your favorite books, and some cool covers. Oh, Son of Orcus. Hey, Orcus does have a son, doesn't he?
Oh, wait, are those just in there for art's sake, or are those actual publications?
I don't. Yeah, it looks like they might just be in there. Yeah, there might be maybe adventure names or something. Yeah, Beard Quest, Son of Orcus. Yeah, Titania. Cool. I don't know. A Beard Quest. The Dark Gods Oracle. Oh yeah, some more cosmic usage dice. Nice. I got a little map here of Evline. Impossible creatures, strange planes. Name by origin. Oh, check out the character sheet. That's nice. Yeah. So you either have basically an index card, like a half or a quarter A4, an eighth, almost like a business card, or a full half sheet. That's really cool. They kind of scaled it.
That is cool.
Yeah, and they all work. It's all the same information. Nice job. Wow. And then glossary. Very cool. Yeah, so the system reference document was released under the Creative Commons, and you can find it, and they give you the URL. So if life is an illusion, then I am no less an illusion, and being thus, the illusion is real to me. I live, I burn with life, I love, I slay, and am content. Queen of the Black Coast, Robert E. Howard. Nice. Yeah, what a nice book. Yeah, they really did. Yeah,
I like this. This one's so much more in my wheelhouse than the Terminator one.
You don't want to meet Sarah Connor? I can't believe it. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, I've been looking forward to opening this for a while. So thank you, Christmas. And so this came with it. This was produced during the same campaign. So the Chaos Crier, Amazing Adventures, Creepy Tales, and more. So this is issue 0 from February of this year. So introducing the Sons of Dagon. Yeah, so you're right. You called the Cthulhu thing. Yeah.
So this was a Kickstarter, you said?
Yes. Yeah, they kickstarted the book.
How long ago did they fulfill it?
This year. So I think around summer. Yeah. It was pretty. Yeah. It was during the course of this year.
To see if I can find it somewhere.
Oh yeah, I think it's for sale. The Mere Mushmen have. Oh yeah, you can get the print version of it because I think it's not. I mean, it's nicely done, but I think they could probably do it a print on demand as well.
€41 with shipping.
Oh,
okay. Quick Abyss. What is that? Like
that's not good.
$60 or something.
That's not good. Yeah. Yeah, the print and the PDF. Right. Yeah, maybe, so it's €29. Yep.
Maybe after Christmas.
Yes. Save that Christmas money. All right. Yep. So they did a zine, and it's nice, kind of a newsprint, kind of very zine quality.
Abyss says $45. Really? Is the euro falling off that much? Wow.
Not bad. Nice. So some Sons of Dagon. Oh, great. Yeah, so they got some instructions for how to do Sons of Dagon, the Black Sun of the Deep. Darkness over Nijamarulgren.
I wonder if they have any kind of sanity mechanic or anything.
Oh, right. Yeah, it seems.
Or fear mechanic.
That would definitely. Yeah, I haven't seen anything that triggers that. Hope sanity isn't a usage die. You get a usage D6 for sanity. Night events. Nice. So yeah, just basically a setting and some monsters for an adventure based on Dagon. Looks like a coastal city. Nice, and some maps. The temple beneath the lighthouse. Yeah, maps and locations. New arrivals at the bazaar. Nice. And a cartoon on the back. Very cool. And I like the distressed. It has a nice distressed effect on the cover, so it's been thumbed through heavily. Nice. Yeah. Yes, that was a nice set. And I think they do give you a bit of a break. I don't think the shipping was too bad. And I think it was a little bit cheaper through their crowdfunding than retail, as it usually is. But there we go. So game number 3, The Black Sword Hack by Merry Mushmen. So we are down to a 9. So would you like to roll a D8? Do you have a D8 handy?
Sure. Seven.
All right. Let's see what we got. These headphones are getting crazy.
Taking ideas for what I should do to them in the next episode of Deathmatch Island, guys. So chime in, Abyss. $75 for shipping? Good Lord. Cave Evil. Never heard of that. Oh, you like the death match? Right on.
Oh, cool. Nice. All right. So, sorry, let me bring that chat up too. Oh, cool.
Abyss was saying he paid $75 for shipping for a game.
Oh, man. It's getting out of control. Yeah, it's really, really brutal. I don't know if this wrapping is going to survive all 12 games here. It's a little fragile. All right. Ready for game number 4. Here we are. So what did that get us? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A kind of a licensed IP, right?
Oh.
Can you read that?
Return to Dark Tower.
Yes.
I'm in.
All right. So the guys that do mazes worked with Restoration Games to do an RPG for the kind of new setting that they built for Return to Dark Tower. So they did, a little bit more complicated than kind of generic fantasy for the re-release of that game, and then they made an RPG. And this actually came with, or the part of the crowdfunding for it was of course, a cardboard Dark Tower that was a dice tower that looked exactly like the one, from the game. All right. Oh, so I got some stuff in here. Oh, yeah, this was a little...
The camera doesn't like that foil.
Oh, yeah. It's super shiny. Kind of tilt it like that, maybe. There we go. So, yeah, this is... So included with this book was the the map of the realm, which is basically the game board from Dark Tower. So
the circular board.
Yeah. So this is a little odd. They could have maybe reimagined this a little bit.
Yeah, they could have definitely.
It's just, you got that art for your game board? Can we? I guess though, if you don't have the game, then this would be the only source of that. That for. But it's a weird circular world that we're living in here.
Yeah, it didn't need the big space in the middle where the tower goes.
Right. Well, that's where the dice tower goes. And they give you a little kind of a zine type deal here. Darkest Tower. Oh yeah, so I guess it's a little intro. Yeah, so just how to play the game. Yeah, this booklet will teleport you in spirit to the world of the Dark Tower dungeons. Yeah, so I guess it's just kind of their little quick start.
It looks like a old school typewriter font in my.
Yeah, it is. No, that's what it is. Yeah, trying to do very zine-like, and they even have a little price tag on the back here, $2.48. Nice. So yeah, a little bit more love for the zine. Oh yeah, instead of Milton Bradley too. Yeah, they've got the little Radley Milton games. All right. So let's take a look at this. So yeah, these are the guys that do mazes, and we'll get their name once we open this. And so from the board game, they have a ton of nice art. They did all of the different classes, character classes and things with some nice supporting art. So let's hope that we're not going to get any bad cutout or anti-aliasing from upsized JPEGs here. So Chris O'Neill, and based on the Mazes system. Oh, that's right, 9th Level Games. That's the guys. 9th Level Games licenses. Oh yeah, built with a polymorph. That's their game system they made. Okay, so yeah, there we go. This is the one that had me. So the layout of this, I don't know if you can see, but this is a full-size hardcover book.
Yeah.
The font size is insane. So it looks like they took they laid it out for something more similar to the Black Sword hack, like an A5, and then they just said, okay, let's do a full-size book, and they just blew the pages up because
just stretched it.
Yeah. These are huge. The font, I mean, I don't mind it because then I don't need glasses or anything to read it, but you could read this from across the room. It's some really crazy scaling on this design. So this seems a little bit like they had some assets. They didn't have a super professional person to kind of rework those assets into a book. And maybe that's just these first few pages, but that's a bit of a turn off. But yeah, beautiful art though from the original board or the remake board game. So what is our tower? The role play, the basic gameplay. But time will be against you. Adversaries, heroes, and companions leading the forces of good, the game session, and the final battle, and then hopefully explaining what the polymorph system is. So the whole thing is going to look like this, is it? This is really, really wonky. Looks like
something I would have done. That's not good.
yeah. So okay, let's give credit where credit is due. Oh yeah, so it doesn't look like copy editing. Nope. Additional editing. Nope. Production. Okay, Heather O'Neill. We're gonna put this on you. You need to see your eye doctor and make sure.
Is that Mrs. O'Neill?
No. Is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think it is.
A nepotism thing.
Chris, what are you doing? Yes.
The art so far does look really good.
Yeah. And it's good that they had access to all of those assets. Seems like if they're going to license it out, they would have to do that. But so they're going through. So the basic gameplay, so a campaign, and you'll create an adversary. Yeah, so I guess similar to the board game, they're using that same system. Like you're making a big bad, and then you're questing against him. So, and you have limited time. Seals will bind it within the tower, and the clocks are built into the adversary sheet. Oh, so it uses clocks. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so a couple of the games we played, I think the Sprawl used clocks as well. So to race against time, you kind of have countdowns that make you just kind of make you either move faster or be more careful, but at a higher risk. So it's basically focusing on the adversary, the 4 kingdoms that they did from the remake. Companions and heroes are compatible with mazes. Oh, nice! So you can move these into a mazes section if you want to kind of get away from maybe the structure that they're using. So 1 die to rule them all.
I don't know anything about mazes.
Yeah, so the system is built using polymorph, where each player has a single polyhedral die that represents their character's abilities and their role within the adventuring party. So you either get a 4, 6, 8, or 10-sided die. And then each hero is defined by that single die, and you roll that die to determine all of your actions, whether fighting a dragon, leading a charge, or crafting a potion, healing the sick. The adversary can require you to make a roll to determine whether you succeed at a task. When that happens, you always roll your die to determine whether you succeed or not. And you look, a resolver. So you have a resolver on your character sheet that kind of tells you. So at a glance, 1 glance is all it takes to know if you succeeded or failed. There is never any math modifiers or a need to open up a rule book to find out a rule. If you roll any number of the numbers associated with the relevant category, then you succeed.
I'm having trouble imagining why you would want 4 different dice in that situation.
Right, yes. So if your hero has a special ability that could impact the roll, you might get to roll with advantage, rolling 2 of your dice. So needing to roll your 2 dice, but failing unless both succeed. Oh, interesting.
What if you have 5 players?
Oh no!
Sorry.
Yeah, then you need a D3. Interesting. So you roll with advantage. So rolling 2 dice and succeeding if either is successful, but contrary-wise, when the odds are against you, so disadvantage means you need to roll 2 dice, but both must succeed. So you don't take the lower in that case.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
Yeah. What is role-playing? What is fantasy role-playing? It must be explained. Yeah, so let's get a better idea here. Yeah, they chose. I think this is the font. This is the exact opposite of what we were talking about before. That Terminator font works okay. This Dark Tower font does not. You can't just put this in the middle of a block of text.
Oh yeah, they just spot that in there.
Yeah, it's a little wonky. So every time they do Return to the Dark Tower, they use the logo font, and it's very hard to read. Yeah, it doesn't, and it looks like one of those kind of Mickey Mouse versions of the font. It doesn't look like it's kerned properly, and yeah, got to be careful with that. All right. So, using OSR resources. So there is a class of role-playing material out there that is commonly known as Old School Renaissance. So they're saying mazes is not OSR, but mazes can easily translate OSR materials because you've only got 4 dice. Yes, so your polymorph set. Yeah, interesting. I think we need to see the character sheet to know how the success works. So yeah, the background and history of the world. It's pretty minor. A session 0 and choosing the adversary. Making the Dark Tower your own. Oh, here we go. Rolling one of those 4 dice. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really straightforward. So you basically have books, boots, and blades, and bones. So books is tactics, boots is march, blades is battle, and bones is defend. And so any of these numbers are your successes. Wow. Interesting. Oh, and that makes sense then too, because then the larger dice, of course, a D4 can't roll a 5. Yeah. Oh, a D4 can't defend you in any way. Wow.
Oh, okay. So the wizard is probably the D4. Is that what's going on?
Yeah. So you have no defense, minimal attack. Okay with your marching, but pretty good with your 50% chance of getting a book roll. You always ever roll your die. Interesting. So a paragon is a D4, a vanguard is a D6, the fighter is a D8, and the sentinel is a D10. So here's your resolver. Very, very rules light, very stripped down. The save, the effects. Vantage. Disadvantage or advantage. So either good or bad, roll your die twice. So just vantage is the primary way you can affect your... Okay. Just do it. Oh yeah, then they go to explain the rules. So books are when you're testing knowledge, perception, mental abilities. Boots is when you are testing physical movements, athletics, running, jumping. Blades is whenever you are taking a violent action. And bones are your body and your health, your overall defense, your overall strength and endurance. Oh wow! So you ain't got none. What's that?
So the person with the D4 doesn't have any bones.
No bones. Yes, they are chitinous. They have a hard shell, a hard outer shell.
And the sentinel wins because they can roll anything.
Right. Yeah, they can do it all
in a minute.
Banner and reinforcement, chaos. Oh, so interesting. Yes, each of the actions has people are better at doing different things. Pay the price. Yeah, nice art. But the layout is really wacky. I mean, this is what you'd expect in a board game, little piece of I guess maybe that's what they did is they looked at the board game rules and said, let's make it look like that. I don't think that was a great idea. Spirit, treasure, cleansing, danger. Oh, yeah, so there was a little chart here. What was this? Maybe this is on your sheet. So rolling dice versus spending resources. Oh, so they do have resources. Danger, spirit, corruption, and treasure are resources in the game. And then they go through what that is. Treasure is a group resource, but a personal choice. And then darkness. Oh, nice. So you can, for that resource, you can use the little skulls from the board game. Yeah, that was the funniest thing when I first saw that the when they were showing the prototype of the Return to Dark Tower mechanics, the tower opens a door on your side of on one of the 4 player sides and just belches out skulls. Right. And then you have to meet that out amongst all of your little kingdoms there, amongst your territories and your kingdoms.
You and Chris never did do a playthrough of that, did you?
No, we didn't.
You
Yeah.
gotta do that, man. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we definitely should. Yeah, we should do that instead of Hero Quest once a year.
Yeah.
Do some Return to Dark Tower. And here's your character building. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that character sheet. Huh. More like a dashboard. Yeah, this does have a much more closer to a board game feel.
Game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this really simple action resolution.
Yeah, so the Paragon is the most cerebral of the characters. You're good at talking and stuff, and you die. They are best at what they do. They roll their banner and reinforce. Oh, so that for that reinforce mechanic. Nice. So choose the Paragon because you want to be the best at an ability, use your instincts and intelligence, solve problems, talk a lot. You want to talk a lot. And the Vanguard is the most active. If you want to be always in the thick of it, use your instincts and intelligence. Oh, and you can talk a lot too. So there's two people talking over each other constantly. And then the fighter stabs and slashes, and the
Stab it, kill it, set it on fire. Nice.
And Sentinel is keep others safe, be strong and hardy. So the tank, soak up damage, defend the party, deal the most damage. And sword aspect, shadow aspect. Yeah, so I guess specifically solving other types of problems, and then companions. Yeah, it is very much a board game dashboard. So creating the characters, giving you some tables, also some D20 tables. So you will need a D20 as well. You'll need the whole set. So on that board game board, there's the north, the south, the east, and the west. Why did they waste pages doing that? Why did they waste 8 pages doing that? And then what role do you play? The 4 kingdoms. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I mean, this was a very reasonable, and I thought it might be an interesting. I mean, I didn't see any of their early quick start or prototype, but mazes, was an established enough thing. But I didn't know it was so incredibly simple. I mean, this would be a good thing for just little kids the first time they ever did this. Yeah,
my first role playing game.
Yeah, it really has that feel. Yeah, I didn't know mazes was quite that pared down. Well, they did reproduce that art well, and so there's going to be in the board game there'll be cards and materials, and I think even miniatures for a lot of these characters. So how could you go wrong? The Restless Warden. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not crazy about how insane. I mean, that looks like the layout for a trading card or something. It's so huge, and they just blew it up to book size. Yeah, so these are all the different classes. Yeah, and once you add the art to give it a little bit more flavor, the Undaunted Aegis, the Devious Swindler, that sounds a little bit more exciting than what we were originally looking at as those 4 classes. So the flavor from the board game, I think, helps a lot to make this feel a little less simplistic. And all of the different terms. Nice. And magic. Magic users from mazes. See, they're using that terrible font again. Stop. You said some of this stuff looks nice. It's too large, but it looks nice. And then some of it, I think they might have just gotten some InDesign files from the board game guys, and they just didn't know how to scale it. Yeah, this is way over the top. The same information could have been done in half the number of pages. Yeah, easily. Interesting. The final battle. Yeah, within the Dark Tower. Oh, this really nice art though. Yeah, there's that crazy sheet. Look at that. That is a dashboard for a board game if ever I saw one.
So you meant to like adventure around the world and then have a finale in the Dark Tower? Is that kind of what
Right? Yeah, you choose like one of the big bads, and that's the adversary you're working against. And so yeah, and it looks like they have some of the mechanics from the board game, because you have a base and you're fortifying it and you're calling in reinforcements. You have a banner roll so you can strengthen your attacks. So you must have to get to some level of power before you can face the adversary. And each character kind of works on that. It seems very, very linear, and maybe that's why they say, import your character over to mazes if you want some freedom. But yeah, it's basically like adding some extra rules and a little more role play to the board game. Yeah, it's just like supplementing the board game structure with a little bit of with the mazes system and a little bit more.
The basic idea of creating the adversary, I like. There's this game called Against the Dark Master where your session 0 is about deciding what the big bad of the world is going to be and how they, influence the world and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I kind of like that idea that the group is deciding that.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, that's a nice idea. Yeah, here's all the adversaries. This is just really, really, we had to go this large. We had to use this font. Oh man, I guess they're just not aware that so many role players are like graphic designers or visual artists or whatever. So it's very, very offensive to look at some of this stuff. It's a little too much. Yeah, they should have just gone with a real straightforward font and a little less of that. Yikes! This is a 3. Yeah. Oh yeah, Yeah, that's right. This is a 3 and this is a 6, and I can hold the book up and you can see it from across the room. Yikes! Yeah, a little bit too much board game kind of infiltration in the design, and I wonder if it plays in a satisfying way, or if it just feels like, oh, we could have played the board game. You just replace the tower, right? The GM just replaces the tower.
Yeah, exactly. I think this would just make me want to play the board game.
Can't we just get the board game out? No, we got to finish this. Oh, and they have a whole safety tools spread here. And, yeah. Just 2 pages and then their epilogue. So yeah, Chris O'Neill. So everything seems to be finished. It all went to press in February. You got to get past that Chinese New Year. Ode to the Dark Tower. Nice. Okay, one more time. The crazy character sheets there. Yeah, that's not printable in any way. I don't think they gave us any of these. These weren't included, but yeah, you can't print that at all.
If you just got an inkjet printer at home, you'd print one, it would look horrible, and you'd be out of ink.
Yes, it's pretty brutal. Here's the big resolver. Yeah, that is just not good. Oh, but look at that beautiful art. The end papers at least have the beautiful art from the board game.
Oh yeah, I mean, props. The art is beautiful, but if they took that all from the board game,
yeah, they didn't do much. Okay, well. This is a lesson in not giving your wife the graphic design duties. If she doesn't know what she's getting into, if she hasn't worked at a high enough level, well, yeah. So it's got some nice gold foil. And I think this was, the reason this was tempting is because it was very reasonably priced. Like they did it very, very cost effectively. And there wasn't anything. I mean, I think just to get the book was really, really inexpensive, but it feels inexpensive. There just wasn't a lot put into it as far as making it look, I mean, it's decent quality. It's better than print on demand. Nice quality printing. The binding is okay. It's already kind of, splitting a little bit there. But, yeah, it's just okay. I haven't seen Mazes. I haven't seen any of their books previously, so I'm not sure how well they're produced. That's an odd choice, an orange spine. That must be one of the game colors. Could have put a little bit more gold on there, guys. Right? One more pass with the gold.
Yeah, if you had that on your bookshelf, it would kind of look like an old D&D book.
Yeah, that's true. That has a retro look. All right, well, game number 4, kind of a licensed IP, a retro revival IP with a nice gold. Oh, but a little. Oh, those are birds, actually, aren't they? Okay, good. That's not a. These are like birds flying out of the tower. I thought that was the foil coming off already, but no, it's birds. Yeah, but nice cover, very nice looking.
Yep.
Just the inside doesn't quite do it. All right. Well, that was
Black Sword Hack is winning Christmas for me so far.
Yes, yeah, I think it's that tiny book really pulled it off. All right, are you ready with a? What are we down to? We got 8 left. A D8.
All right, D8. 3.
3. Okay, I'll be right back.
Better be good. Yeah, so hopefully you guys can make it on Friday. Well, Friday night, U.S. time, because they have to do their battle royale in our deathmatch game.
All right.
Well, you've got my email, Abyss. You send it to me. Abyss is coming up with things to do to you guys in Deathmatch Island.
Oh, good idea. You don't need any help, Matt. I think you're gonna hurt us enough. hurt us plenty. Nice. Okay. So what are we at? Number 5. Excellent. So let's see what our 5th game is. Oh, yeah, this is showing how far behind I am on opening games. Bum, bum, bum. What is this? Could it be some more foil? More foil? Cyborg.
Oh, it's Cyborg.
Yeah, this is the they did a special edition like that they only did for the Kickstarter. They did that with Morkborg too. They had a special cover, so I went with the this purple metallic cover. I forget what they call this edition. But yes, the folks at what is it? Stockholm, Sweden Kartell? Stockholm Kartell? Oh yeah, so we're gonna have lots of bright colors. Yeah, so this has a this is kind of like a rubberized cover. It's got a nice texture and then foil on it with a little punk dude. And and an extra little treat in here to go along with this. But yeah, another little A5 half-size book for all those people that hate the new OSR. And the end papers already have tables, so we know we're in for another Morkborg. Oh wow, yeah, this is going to look great on camera. So Cyborg. Nice. So Johan Nohr, of course, doing all the graphics and layout. Yeah, Stockholm Kartell and Free League. First printing, and I forget what edition they called this. Is something funny edition that they just did for the campaign. But yeah, look at that. So much metallic. Nice. So the messed up world they left us. The world is ending. Constantly in flux, shifting, distorting, always reborn as something worse. So everyone is interfaced, infected, injected, infested with something. Everyone wants something from everyone else. Everyone is a liar and a cheat. Everyone wants more creds. Welcome to the year 20x3, whatever, 53, 43, 73.
That's how you future-proof your Cyberpunk game. You don't give a real date.
You got to put an X in there, yeah. You got a good 50 to 70 years of gameplay. So the cyborg. Nice. Oh, wow, yeah. Get some good angles on this. They got that yellow going. We should have burned this city centuries ago. Nice. So the new capitalists rule from their glass towers in Central. And all of them are building their own kingdoms and armies.
Their layouts for their games absolutely infuriate Will.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
It's like he can't handle all the jumping around.
Right. Readability,
colors.
please. Yeah, you're right. Oh, nice. The enemy, they got all the corporate logos for all the enemies you're going to be dealing with. And a nice, map of the region, the battlefield.
Kartell.
Oh, is it?
Didn't they make like albums in the 70s or 80s?
I think 8 tracks and stuff. Yeah. Nice. Oh, you know that they were bastards the whole time.
Yeah.
Nice. Ports. What else is there? Oh, you got to get the hot pink in there as much as possible. The industries, the slums. Wow. Yeah, I haven't paged through this yet. This is a nice looking. Of course, it's a very, and I think there's something the kind of nihilistic trashiness of this. I think works really well in Cyberpunk. It seems like it's if they wanted to do a modern or a future sci-fi kind of thing, it's such a great choice because the trashiness and the mashup of imagery and stuff works really well. Nice. The hills, the in-betweens. Yeah, it's interesting they chose this though because there has been so much indie cyberpunk stuff. There's like at least a dozen like well-known indie cyberpunk games, so they're entering into a pretty crowded field, but I think they're are distinctive enough that
and it's like you said, this is like perfect for their style. Morkborg is very punk. I guess they try to be metal, but it feels kind of punk to me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. They call it like black metal, but it definitely feels very punk, very DIY punk.
I'm curious how they do the net stuff in this game.
Yeah. Let's see. So going down requires mental resilience, and this is just a description of it. The roots. Yeah, these are all just the descriptions of the settings. So the net, I guess, is just one more domain. Nice. Wow. So there's all these different possible events you'd be dealing with. Yeah, because I guess it's going to be job based, right? Yeah, Cyberpunk is so it's going to be doing jobs for corpse. So here is your job generator.
Yeah, the one actual play that I listened to, it was hilarious because, they're going on a run, very standard cyberpunky kind of thing. They're just like supposed to, I think they were extracting somebody from a laboratory or something. But they have heads up displays like built into their cyber eyes or whatever, and everything's gamified. So like literally they're being offered money to shoot people and stuff. It's just kind of popping up in their heads up display.
Right. Nice.
It's like pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a really good way to do it. Yeah. Nice. You start with 2d6 times 10 on an anonymous cred stick and cheap clothes. And a retinal comm device. Nice. And then, roll for your cash and gear. Make a punk. Abilities. Yeah, it's the same agility. Yeah, same stat line. Agility, knowledge, presence, strength, toughness. Yes. Yeah, I think it'll... be very second nature if you played their other stuff, and even their miniature game, even Forbidden Psalm. You built an app, abilities.
You know, that pirate board is getting a lot of good press.
Oh, yeah?
I was skeptical at first, but a lot of people say they like it.
Nice. Wow. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I would imagine we had a fun pirate-themed 5e campaign. So, yeah, I think that's got some legs. So, a shunned nanomancer. These are the character classes. Burned hacker. Discharged corp killer. Orphaned gearhead. Oh. Renegade cyber slasher. Some of it is a bit hard to read. Nice. Forsaken gangoon. And then here's all your style and your features, your wants, your quirk, your current obsession. Oh, that's cool. Current obsession, explosives, graffiti, painted shirts, puppets. Don't roll puppets. And your weapons, broken bottle, assault rifle, armor. Oh, nice. I like the price tags on the armor there. You have a debt. Yeah, I like that too in Cyberpunk. You're wanted. You have a debt. You know, you either got your cybernetics, from a previous, corp job position that you left, or you got them illegally, or you stole them, and like somebody's after you in almost every case. Yeah, that's cool.
Nothing like a little debt to start the character motivation.
Right. Keep it moving. Gotta earn. Mods, drugs, nice. Oh yeah, that will definitely be a fun aspect. Kind of like the magic, the bad magic in kind of with a tainted or cursed magic in Morkborg. You have drugs that have positive and negative effects, and then cyber tech, apps, backlashes. Nanopowers, Chill of the Void, Dead Cell Spirits. Oh, and look at all these ribbons. Nice.
Oh, that is cool.
Infestations. Is it glitch? Switch? Glitch. I think it's all glitched out. Hit points, your toughness, emergency body modifications. Combat, optional mods. Oh no. Sorry, I will be right back. Just give me a sec. Sorry.
Star Trek, be right back. Nice. Phase 2 begins.
Haha, the dangers of not doing this at the office.
Abyss said phase 2 has begun.
Yeah, right. Yes. That bell means phase 2. All right. So where were we here? Oh, you just, rounds and how time works. Game Master decides when a character should improve. Oh, so leveling up. Foes. Oh, cool. Guardian Goon. Rude Runner. Psy-Raging Menace. Oh, that's nice. Kurgaz. The Era of Kurgaz. Drones. Oh, there you go. That's the worst. Crawler, flyer, stinger, turret. Enhanced beasts. Side droids. Skulker, Doppel, Vindicator. Freaks with a PH. Headhunters, Blight Husk, White Tail. Full page spread. The Bloated. The Bloated gets a 2-page spread. Combat vehicles, armored cars, mechs, ghosts. Nice. That's all there. Bestiary there, and then the data for rolling. Oh yeah, for generating NPCs on the fly. There's all the tables for character generation for NPCs, mission generation. No promises. Oh, the reward table. Oh, lots of creds. Yeah, it's nice to roll on those reward tables. It's nice to roll 20s. Those are huge rewards usually. Jobs and targets, if they. Nice. And then the location. Oh, this is really cool. Yeah, you can just completely on the fly generate a job with a location, the security level, the complication. That's great. Yeah. Not a lot of prep needed.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, you can generate everything. Yeah, this looks great. Net events.
Do you think they, when they do the layout, they start with the piece of art first? I'm wondering how they decide how to lay those things out.
Right. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And I think it's just like they get inspired, like whatever page they're doing, they just try to get inspired by what it is. Yeah, I think a lot of them are inspired by the art. And they have the art and then they design around it. Yeah, I think you might be right. And everything has to be different. Like nothing can. So that's I think a huge challenge is every page is different. You just start from zero and like build up a style for every page. Oh, but this page failed to load. So yeah, it literally has an X. Failed to load content. Nice. Yeah, and so there's this last section here is different paper. It's all like a heavy uncoated. These are all like have been glossy, and this is like a heavier weight paper, but it's uncoated. So that just soaking in this black ink. That's really cool.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So this must they're pre-made jobs.
That's their adventure.
Yeah. This is their adventure in the back. Yeah. So that's nice because if this was, it wouldn't look so muddy and dirty if they would have put a coat on it. So having it uncoated paper makes it extra crude and rough. That's really cool. Like a cheap dossier. The casino floor. Yeah, that's really cool. Wow, even different paper in the same book. Nice. Cool. Yeah, and after all that eye trauma, to have this like nice black and white is very funny. Very straightforward. And then even more, look, the corp index is even more reasonably laid out. Yeah, look at that. Nice. That's really cool. And of course, yeah, there's infinite settings. You can plug in your favorite Wayland Yutani or whoever you want in your game. And then the index. Got to go back to that yellow. Sweet. All right. Wow, they did a nice job.
Yeah, it looks cool.
All right. So what came with this also is, and I think this is still available separately as well, an asset pack. So this makes it even more, I think, just pick up and play because it's just a bunch of pads for character sheets and things. So yeah, character sheets, a paper size map of the Psy adventure. Oh, there's an adventure in here, and then a location pad. So yeah, just some pads to make it so you always have a big bunch of character sheets. Yeah, so this was an add-on that looked like it did some good stuff. Made it a little even easier. No printer required, basically. I still like that for simple character sheets. I still like having a tear-off pad of stuff. Yeah, so here's the little sheet. So, oh yeah, and the uncoat. So they went with the uncoated paper again. That really heavy stock. This is even heavier in the book. But look it's got gold. The areas have gold lines. Damn. Or I guess no, just Galbacken has. Yeah, Galbacken and the Oak Isles. So you know where the money is because they're outlined in gold foil.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool. They gave you that big map.
Yeah. You have all the regions, and then on the back is all the corps again, all the corp rundowns. Their abilities and capabilities. Cool. It's a big map. And then I think this is just a poster. Oh, no, here we go. Oh, this is the adventure. Reaper something. It's blowing my mind. One side is some awesome pixel art, and then the adventure on the other side. Nice.
Yeah, it's very
something. Repo. Reaper.
like,
Wow.
death metal font.
Yes. So there's all your NPCs, random events, and a poster. Nice. And here's the location pad. Oh, wow. Yeah. Cargo ship. Let's see what we got here. Cold storage unit, hotel, clandestine drug lab, junction bodega, black site. Wow. So yeah, you can just tear these out and write all over them, basically what you're doing, because you get multiple of every one of these.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So there's very, very, inexpensive, you don't feel bad about wasting it kind of paper, almost just like a little bit heavier than a newsprint. Sewer hideouts, penthouse. Yeah, so boom, you've got that right there to pull out the nightclub layout. That's cool. So that was, most of that pack. And then, so here's the index of all the sites inside. Nice. Virtual world. And so you can probably just tear them out of the middle, because it's all that, the glue, it's all that glue binding on the spine here. So they'll tear right out. Cool. And then here's the character sheet pad. So this is a bunch. And of course it's got the design. Yeah, the pink isn't as screaming as I thought it would be, but nice.
It's probably because it's flat, right? Because they want you to be able to write on it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't want it to. They couldn't get anything brighter on the CMYK kind of uncoated paper. Cool, but yeah, you don't have to print anything out. You just keep tearing these off for however many players. Oh, that's cool. All right. So that was, the asset pack. And so that's all still available. This, I'm sure there might be some extra floating around, but yeah, that was just for the campaign. But something else that came out very close to this time is the guys that did Forbidden Psalm also did a miniatures game for Cyborg. So, and what did they call it? So
I didn't realize they did that.
Yeah.
I knew the Cyberpunk RPG got a miniature game.
Right. Yeah, so the Forbidden Psalm guys did Kill Sample Process. So this is a miniatures game using the Cyborg rules. Yeah. So and these guys just recently, Forbidden Psalm just they did like an enhanced edition where they collected all the books together in a new, and they said a little bit, they changed a little bit of the layout for ease of use. So yeah, kill sample process. So yeah, the same, very easy to roll your gang and get right into. And because it's the same system, this works the same way as Forbidden Psalm. Your crew, any characters in your crew can be dragged right into the RPG. Yeah, name tables, all that good stuff. Yeah, so I was happy to see that they kept up, and this came out really quick after the release of Cyborg. So they probably were cooperating and had this in development at the same time. So they were looking at the same stuff. But this was a really fun time. Forbidden Psalm was so fun to put together because it's got that a lot of unexpected things. Your characters end up being really weak but really effective. Sometimes they're really incompetent, or somebody you think is going to be insane just never rolls well. So the roles develop all kinds of give all kinds of personality to the crew members.
Yeah, it looked a lot of fun.
Good stuff. Yeah, they do a pretty good job keeping up with the graphic design. But Johan is a talented guy. But actually, he worked on this too, didn't he? Does he do their work as well? I didn't see any credits. But it's a little bit simpler. Like they don't go as extreme.
It's a notch or two down, but
yeah.
You can tell they're trying.
yes.
Got that bright yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is also not it's printed more inexpensively. Oh wow! All their monsters and drones. Some good illustration though. Nice. So yeah, right as soon as the RPG was out, this was crowdfunded very quickly too. Wanted levels. Cool. Yeah, I wonder if this plays a little different because I guess there would be the same kind of monsters. Yeah, let's see what some of the Dog Eat Dog world. Oh yeah, so it's going to be kind of gangs in competition with each other. In the same way, but maybe more job based. The conditions and the win conditions and the areas might mean a little bit more. Oh, but it's going to be some hard boards to build though. You got to build sewers and and servers and data hubs. Wow. Yeah, really nice. Oh, nice. And that's right. That's a nice thing that they do too. Because it's miniatures agnostic, they give you standees of a lot of the art they did in the book. So with the PDF, you can just print that out and you instantly have
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, stuff to play. So you got your big miniatures and everything. I think this is nice to not make people be like, well, I don't have access to miniatures. I don't have any way to print anything. Campaign notes, sheets.
At least you can try it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. And move things around on the table. I think that's very cool. Your crew roster.
I still think we should try Forbidden Psalms on a VTT sometime.
Yeah, I think we should because we've got the Morkborg character sheet, so that'll work perfectly for making a gang. Yeah, so this is cool. So kill sample process came out. Oh, and they gave you with the crowdfunder they did a sticker sheet as well. Nice. You gotta have stickers. Come on. Very cool. So yeah, that was a nice and this was out, I think, maybe January of this year. It's been here for a while. I've been wanting to open it for so long. But yeah, we have just got into the Forbidden Psalms, so haven't had a chance. All right.
Well, that's probably my second favorite.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice, fun to look through too. It looks good on camera. All right. Are you ready for one more? You got energy for one more?
Okay, one more.
Okay. So what do we got left? We got 7. Want to roll a D6?
All right. Oh man, I have a D7.
Oh yeah.
Not around me. But all right, we'll do D6. I got a 6.
Oh, 6. Okay. Be right back.
Need some of your coffee, dude. I don't know where you guys are at, but it's almost midnight here where I am. Yeah. Jeremy buys a lot of stuff. I ride on his PDF coattails because I can't buy that much stuff. "1 a.m. Okay, so you're an hour ahead of me. So you're, what is that? Mountain zone? Whatever that's called? Mountain time?
All right. We're ending heavy. All right, you ready?
Heavy?
Heavy. Yeah, it was pretty heavy.
Oh, now I'm scared.
Barely fit in. Barely fit in there. All right, here we go. Straighten up this wonderful wrapping. All right, are you ready for the 6th game? Halfway there. Game number 6 this year. Oh, it's squeezed in there. Oh, right away you get a hint. You get a hint. 100 and stickers, more stickers. More stickers. Yes, that's true. It's the music of the spheres is chaos. Nice. So yeah, adventure 100. A level 5 adventure for Dungeon Crawl Classics. Look at that box set. And the true innovation is the rotating. Oh, they even give you, I guess it's the do-it-yourself version, but the rotating spheres of the map.
This is that dungeon with the rotating room.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Oh, and also, sorry, this was also in there. Oh, that's right, because I ordered the starter set with the paperback book, and they give you the character record folio in there, so we can take a look at that. So I've got just the paperback book and the dice, the GM screen, and they give you a character folio too in this thing. All right, so we'll take a look at the actual box set first. So nice. They got the little reflective logo as usual. And I guess they're doing the Purple Planet is coming out next year. They're doing a crowdfunding for a new box set of the or I think it's a book. I don't think they're doing a box set. A book for the Purple Planet. So the Harley Stroh setting, kind of the I don't know what that would be the equivalent to. It's not quite Dark Sun, but yeah, kind of wacky, wild. All right, the music of the spheres is chaos, so includes an amazing spinning dungeon map inside. Yeah, so this was, that's why they did their 100 sticker. This is the adventure number 100, although half of those are for 5e only. So the God Eaters sought to cast down the multiverse's deities by building a dungeon machine capable of distilling chaos into their god-slaying champion. Their plan failed, and their legacy remains. So DCC 100 is an adventure unlike any other. The dungeon spins on 4 separate axes that attach to a 17 by 22 game board. The dungeon's layout changes with each turn of a powerful in-game artifact. As the dungeon spins, the flame of chaos burns brighter and threatens the entire world. A handout booklet of stunning player-facing illustrations is also included. Can the heroes triumph, or will they succumb to the music of the spheres? Yeah, so there's a little preview of how insane that looks. And wow, there's their MSRP right there, $65. Yikes! Now that's it's a little pricey. I think the campaign, yeah, was a little more reasonable. Of course, all of their stuff, all of the Goodman game stuff, I have to have shipped to an U.S. address because their international shipping doubles the price of everything. It's like insane. Yeah. Nice. So let's take a look. So a nice shiny box with their little effects on there, their little holographic or little metallic effects. Yeah, nice, heavy. I wish the old basic set and expert set were this nice. The cardboard. Oh, something wrapped in foam already. What? Oh, these are probably the to do the centers. The centers of the the little
axles.
Yeah, right. Oh, they're metal. Wow. Yeah, like little brads, with a little. Are they threaded? Yeah, that's cool. Nice. So they give you a little protected bag of those. And here they are right away. The spheres. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so one is already installed. And it's really nicely coated. You could probably do dry erase on here. They're really heavily coated. You can see kind of a glossiness. And then, these haven't been stuck down. And here is the center of all of that. Wow. This has to be nuts. Yeah. So each of these attaches to an axis. Oh, so I guess this is probably the machine, and then here are the spheres that rotate around. Nice. All right, so let's take a look at what this is about. Oh, and here we go. Here's the so each of the symbols on this doodad: the worm, the goat, the wolf, and the lion. So those are the 4 symbols around the outside here, have their own monsters. And, so different effects. So -2 dice to attacks from monsters. Warriors and dwarves get a +1 to mighty deeds. Yeah, so each of when any of these are in effect, they have a mechanical effect in the dungeon itself. And there's your little reference card for that. So here's the player's handouts I mentioned on the. So this is very Dark Sun style too. Some nice illustrations for the setting for the players. Oh yeah,
they do that.
Yeah,
they do those art handouts a lot in their modules. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, for box sets and stuff, that feels very, very old school. These are nice. These are nice illustrations and indecipherable scrolls. Nice. Yeah, I do like for Dark Sun the spiral, the little spiral bound, so you can kind of stand it up and flip them over. That's nice. Those don't store very well, but it's very useful at the table. Yeah. Wow, this is a ton of handouts. I guess this is a pretty intense dungeon. We're looking at all kinds of stuff. I'm sure we're spoiling the hell out of all of the big reveals, but I just wanted to give you an idea of the nice. So you can just see what these monsters are like. And here's some big stuff. And here's a huge consequence. Nice. All right, so the player handout book. Oh, and this looks like the scrolls that were in there. This looks like actual separate copies of them. Nice. Yeah, I don't know how decipherable. Interesting. Yeah, so some handouts that are actually just the reproducing the scrolls. And here's our book for Music of the Spheres. So the Music of the Spheres is Chaos, level 5 adventure. So Harley Stroh and Doug Kovacs. So the classic pairing of Dungeon Crawl Classics best of. So how this works, the dreams of the Theophage. Yeah, there we go.
Is this a level 3 adventure?
Level 5, yeah.
Oh, level 5. Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty intense, yeah. The player's starting point.
Even so, living to level 5 in DCCs, that's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you did you did well. Yeah, so these handouts were the Sheaves of Chaos. Oh, and then they give you a translation. Give you a translation of them. So you can feel like you're translating. Oh, cool. And some design background. Yeah, they said on a few of the live streams that I watched for the making of this, they talked about there's a lot of like hidden Easter eggs and homages to old school modules and monsters and things. So they make some little hidden references throughout the adventure for you to pick up on.
Is there a level 0, like a funnel
included? Oh, I'll see if there is. Yeah,
I just saw level 0 on some of those pages. I was wondering.
Oh, let me see. Yeah, maybe there's a. Oh, yeah.
Oh no, it's just level 0 of the dungeon.
Yes, right. Yeah, the dungeon levels. Right. Yes. So the ground alchemic experiment. Oh, yeah. So that's showing you the position for when this is like this, then it's like this. Nice. Halls of the God Eaters. Yeah, this looks like level 5, no problem. Oh my God, yeah. Nice. Wow. Oh, cool. Yeah, and a lot of this was reproduced in the handouts as well, so that's cool. All right, yeah. We're spoiling the hell out of it. Oh, and then there you go. There's more design diary about how they laid that out. Chaos Webs, the Sphere of Earth. Yeah, so I wonder how much of this is their big take on Temple of Elemental Evil, because there wasn't there. Yeah, there were planes of elemental.
Yeah.
All that good old shifting around. Nice. Oh, and already, yeah, the appendices. So they're supporting stuff. Yeah, so this is just uncoded, which reproduces the black and white really well. Uncoded pages, their usual style, the glossy cover, and then the soft cover, and then the real straightforward pages. Yeah, so all the different background on the cults and the necrophages and all those good things. And a list of the Kickstarter backers. Can you find your name? Oh my God. They had to do like...
Are you in there?
I should be. I don't know. Alphabetically, what do they do it by first or last name? Should be. Let's see. I can't even tell how they're alphabetizing. Sometimes they'll just do it by first name. Yeah, they did. It is by first name. So look for the horde of Jeremies that are always in these things. Oh, there I am in the midst of the Jeremies. I endure. That was
when Jeremy stands tall.
Yeah, it's so funny. When I was growing up, that was such a weird, annoyingly different name in the 70s, and now it's like I realize there's a lot of us, a lot of those weird losers. All right, the Dungeon of Neverwhere, and then some promotion for their Magician's Skull and all that good stuff. Empire of the East, Lankmar. Yeah, I've heard people have said good things about their Lankmar adventures. They did a good job.
It's crazy. Lankmar's been done by like 3 different companies now.
Really? Oh, wow.
For RPGs, you know?
Yeah. Cool. All right, so that was the book. Let's see what else. Oh, here's a... and then the last piece is the giant board that... Oh, wow. This is nice. So this is a really... Yeah, there's the center, too. So really heavy, I don't know if you can see, but really heavy board stock, real nice glossy coating, and then so yeah, you center the thing that I just buried. You center those spheres right in there. Wow. Yeah, this is pretty significant. So yeah, it's all going to be really durable, and you can probably mark, with dry erase, like where certain things are going on. And wow.
So the only thing, it seems like then so that everyone can have the experience, then you're gonna have to let your players know the complete layout of the dungeon, then, right?
Right. Yeah.
You're not going to be able to feed it to them as they explore.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's going to be really difficult. Yeah, that's a good point. With something like this, yeah, they're going to have, unless you're just going to cover most of it.
That would be a pain in the butt.
A little bit at a time. Yeah, interesting. And maybe it's just, yeah. Oh, and they reproduce the effects of whichever symbol is in power. Wow, that's really a significant piece of. I wonder how that would work on the tabletop, because you're right, it's going to be really hard to mask that off. Because even with the simple one-page floor layouts, that becomes a little bit difficult to reveal. Wow.
You just have to let it go.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you just have to show them and just point to, you guys are over here. Don't look at where the food court is located. And so this was so the stretch goal items, yeah, they gave you some extra stuff. So among that was your own discs. It looks like we've got graph paper for
like making your own.
Yeah. Oh, the whole thing. Yeah. It's just it's a blank version. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So here's more, centers. And yeah, it's a nice coated graph paper blank version of the spheres. Nice. Wow.
It's good value.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah, because here's the board again, the same quality board, but wow, just a big piece of graph paper. Yeah, that's nice. Wow. Or what you could do is draw it out. You could draw it a piece at a time. Oh man, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, and of course we get the Goodman Games Gazette promoting what we just looked at, and a poster. Oh no, look at this. To commemorate 100 adventures for Dungeon Crawl Classics. This is the poster of the covers so far. Look at that.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, wow. That's really cool. They did all the covers. Sweet. Oh, what a good idea. That's very retro style, a cover poster. Cool. Wow, yeah, I think a big celebration for their for getting this far. I think they never imagined, because they've been around. It's been
quite a while.
Yeah, like 2012 was their Dungeon Crawl Classic, because I think they were doing 5e before then, but I think 2012 was their when they stopped, when they started doing their own thing. So, it's not going to go. I'm gonna have to use that bag. I was hoping to not have to use that bag. Wow, this is pretty intense. So yeah, the music of the spheres, the 100th. How could you pass up the 100th adventure? Although I don't think I'll ever have level 5 players to play with, but
yeah.
If that happens, if someday that magically happens, that's where we'll be. Well, cool. Well, Matt, thank you so much. We made it through a bunch here. So yeah, I'll put the list. And the folio too. Here, let me switch back just real quick. Let's just see what this looks like. So this is just a single character record, and with how deadly it is, it seems like you don't want this. Like, I can understand that for Pathfinder or 5e, where the characters are a little more unkillable. Mm-hmm. But you can't be too precious about your characters in Dungeon Crawl Classics. So if you got this like cool little folder, it's like, you're dead. Go ahead and just cross all that out. I don't know, but the way I run funnels, though, these characters just multiply like rabbits. They don't actually cease.
Oh yeah, you're
cease
too nice.
cease to exist. I was just rolling so badly. That was amazing. Wow. So this is $10. It was included in their little starter set. But yeah, it's the character records folio. So it looks like a glossy. It looks like one of those. It should have like Dukes of Hazzard or something on it, like one of those glossy school folders, for your Trapper Keeper. Yeah, but they did. Yeah, they did the same little metallic. Oh yeah, it is exactly that. Look at that. The little pockets. It's exactly one of those school folders. Yeah, yeah. So you got your character sheet in here. Oh, this is way too elaborate. Look at all that. Oh, Mutant Crawl Classics as well. So it's dual purpose. Mutant Crawl and Dungeon Crawl all in there.
Oh, okay. So you have a paper character sheet inside. So that's not so bad.
Yeah.
When your character dies, you can just put a new one in.
Right. Yeah. That's cool. And you can put all your notes and everything in there. And it's got the table of, the ability score modifiers. Oh, and you can actually, keep track of your luck tokens, grudge tokens. Nice. Oh, this is where you put your dice for them to recharge.
Oh, yeah.
Got to keep them dice charged. You don't want to. Oh, yeah. So this works for X Crawl Classics, Mutant Crawl, and Dungeon Crawl. That was a fun little thing that they added to that starter set. All right. That is all. So, yeah, we made it through our first half.
Right on.
Nice. So what's your number one so far? Sounds like.
No, Black Sword Hack.
Yes. Nice. Yeah, they did a nice job with that, and I've heard really good things about it. So yeah, we got to give that a shot sometime.
Cool. Yeah, that would be an easy run to run on a VTT probably.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, real straightforward. Very cool. All right. Well, thanks so much, and thanks everybody for watching. We will we'll see if during this week before on the run up to Christmas if we can finish this list or not. Either way, they'll be on a video eventually, so you'll see them somewhere along the lines here.
6 days left. We'll find a way.
Yeah, we can pull it off. Yeah, if we do another marathon session, I think that we can knock a lot out. But yes, excellent. So happy holidays, everyone, and thanks for joining me, Matt. And I guess will you be back this Friday? Are you available? Or I guess Thursday night? Are you available Thursday night for the weekly?
Yeah, I can do the weekly.
Okay, cool. So we will. We'll be back together for the weekly, and if not before then, with some more Christmas unboxings.
Right on.
Excellent.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Dude and Abyss.
Yeah, good to see you guys. So happy holidays, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.